Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and today I wanted to teach you how to make your own template so that way when it comes to making patterns, it actually fits the size bracelets that you are making. So if you go over to my website, akaawol.com, and you come down here to where it says graph paper, this will take you to all of my graph papers that I have created of various sizes. They look like this example here, or you can build them based off of these little squares here. But we're going to go down here and we're going to go to the 6-string bracelet. Now 6 strings, it's 6 strings going into the loop, which means it'll be 12 strings coming down, and that will give us this. And you can see we have the diamond start and the teardrop start. So that way, depending on what you're trying to create, it's already set up, ready for you to do what you want to do. Over here in the top right, you just click download, it will download for you. So then we come over here, we open up GIMP, which is a free image editing software. It's like Photoshop back before it became a subscription, and it's completely free. So if you have your computer, to do this, this is probably the best way to go. Now take from your downloads, I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to say open with GIMP, and it's going to open up this little box here. And the big thing you need to take from it is the resolution. It's 300 dots per inch. This will make sure that it's nice and clear and easy to see what you're doing. So that'll take a second to load. It says it's opening. It's right down here at the bottom. Did not expect it to take this long. There it goes. Okay. So now you can see there's 6 strings on either side, and we have both of the things in there. So now we want to find out where to put that line that I always use when I'm flipping the pattern in half. We want to find where those guidelines are. So to do that, what I'm going to do is there's a pattern I know very well, this one. I've made this thing so many times that it'll be kind of easy for me to work, from that in my mind. Now, first, this is kind of trick. Go to image and hit duplicate. And so now there's 2 of these, right? So one I can kind of doodle and whatever in, and we'll have another one that's untouched. So I'm going to use my paint tool. We know that there's like this outer row out here. Let's find another color. Another row inside of it. Painting is taking a little while because this is a really big image, and it's why it makes a lot of sense to reduce it down to just the template that you need. Yeah, you can't click while it's loading in the other thing. So these are the 3 diamonds. Wow. It's been so long since I've made my templates, I've forgotten how tedious this is. Grab another color. There's a color that comes around it and a color outside of that. Out here. Making a great big old V. And that's that first section up here. Right? So now we go into the next section. You grab another color just for funsies. This one comes in all the way from the outside. It's such a bigger file, but you still want to have it in high res because you're creating the template that you're going to use. Okay, so there's the 2 diamonds, and then this comes out. Like that. The purple is the outer one again. I'll show you the red here. Whoops. The red would be in this green area, the 2 diamonds. It just kind of comes straight out from there. And so now we're into that middle section. So there's the purple, and it skips a row, and then the blue is here. And this time it doesn't go 3, it just makes like a figure 8. Like that. So there's our figure 8. So there's our bracelet so far. Now take this move tool up here, and we go to up where let me lower this top part up a little bit. We go up to where the ruler is, and we just drag down, and that'll be the guideline that we'll use. And if you look down at the very bottom, it'll tell you how far down we are. So it's like 6209, and whoops, over zoomed. $6205 puts us right in the middle of that diamond. So 6205. So that's our halfway point. That is using a bracelet that I have in existence to find out where this is, 6205. So now I can come to the duplicate, bring this down, 6, 2, oops. And then line it up on here, 6205. So there's our halfway point on our template that's not all messed up with other colors. Okay, if you want to have the guideline going down the center, you just drag from the ruler on the side and drag that out. And then I would zoom in and see like we were close, but you want it right in the middle. So that way when you do the copy and paste, it flips perfectly. And there's our guideline. Now, we still have way more at the bottom than we have at the top. How do we fix that? That's easy. Just take and highlight the top area. Control-C, Control-V. Use our flip tool. Flip it. Anchor the floating layer and merge it down. And that there becomes our template. Everything below this, you can use a pencil tool and use the white, make the pencil way bigger, and just kind of get rid of what's extra. And the cool part is this length actually works with the teardrop shape too. So you could take your teardrop shape, copy the whole top part, Control-C, Control-V, use the flip tool, and flip it as well. It's simple, anchor the layer and merge it down, and then clear up the bottom part as well, because you're dealing with the length and those sides come up just as far as the diamond comes up. So those will work out as well. Now what I do after this is I would grab the select tool and grab just the one I want to use and crop to selection, and then you have just your template for that type of bracelet. Control Z, and then you could get the other one as well. So that way you reduce it down so it's not such a big image that it's so hard to paint it in. You can reduce it down in size, and then you can save that as like a JPEG or a PNG or whatever you want to save that as. PNGs will take up more space than a JPEG, but they're a little bit clearer. So it's really up to like what kind of space you have on your computer and how fast your computer works. So there's how you make a template based off of a bracelet that you already have, and that way the lengths will always come out the same. So that way, you know, whatever you're creating can have some kind of a baseline. And I'm doing this because I was talking to one of my members, and they were talking about wanting to start making templates and working with the templates. And like, I realized that my string is probably very different. And so my templates might actually be different from what they have or what they need. So I needed to make this video. So hopefully this helps out a lot. Big shout out to my members for making all this stuff happen. I couldn't do it without their help and support. So thank you guys very much for that. I will be back next week with more bracelet videos, and we will see what kind of stuff we can get up to. So, all right, thanks for watching. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.